Hello guys, and welcome back to another video tutorial. Today we're on activity 5, linear motion kits. So last activity you were working on these sprockets and you got them all rotating nicely for us. So today what we're going to add on is these things that are going to be called linear motion racks or linear motion kit things. So what I mean by that is you're going to be adding all of these times 2. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But first, we'll take a look at what we've got going on here. So what we have up top, this is a 1-inch shaft, or not shaft, standoff. And we have a long rail here. This is going to be called a longer linear slide truck. Yeah, so that's what this metal piece is here. And then we have these gear blocks or rack gears, all of these guys joined on there. So to kind of show you guys what we're starting off with and what we're going to finish off with, because you also have this here as well. I will not attach this to this until activity 6. So you just want to have 2 of these hanging out, then 2 of these gear blocks or linear motion racks kind of going on for you over here and on the other side as well. So to get started, I'm going to drag a couple of these over. So I'm going to open up my Sprockets activity and then go to File, Save As. And I'm going to make sure I save it in the the right spot. So again, Vex Projects, so it pops up here. Naming it the linear motion kits, so I have it already labeled up over here. I'm going to push save. So now this is my file here, and we're all set. So to dive into it, I'm going to go into my Vex components, and I'm going to try to find my linear rack first. So don't get confused. There are 2 different types of linear motion racks. One's a shorter version, and you don't want that one because that's only going to go up halfway. So let me see if I can scroll through to find that just so you guys don't get confused. This one here, you don't want this one, so do not click on this one. Linear slide rack, that's a 6-inch version of this one. It'll only go up halfway. So you want this one here, the longer linear slide truck. So I'm actually going to drag this over. I'm going to recreate mine over here. So I'm going to drag it over, and I'm going to rotate mine so it's like this more so. So where's the 270? There we go. And I'm going to start adding these gear blocks. I call them gear blocks because they're blocks that have gear teeth. People call them gear, rack gears. Both, you can choose whatever you want. So that's right here, right next to it. So see how those kind of pair up? It's pretty nice. Makes sense. So I'm going to drag one of those over, and then again, I can just copy and paste a bunch of these. So once I drag one in, then it's like, all right, well, cool. I can drag more in as we go. Now, before I drag these standoffs in, I'm going to leave this as it is and just kind of join these on. Now, if you notice in the top, I skip a spot, right? So I don't go to this, does not connect to the top. I leave a spot there because I need to put the screw in, or bolt, into the standoff up here and then do the same up to the top part over there. So don't do the block all the way to the top, skip one and then go from there. And at the very bottom, as you can see, I have some extra space as well. So I have 1, 2, 3 extra spots and then the screw will go into that 4th one. That's okay, we'll leave it just like that. So to get started, what we've got is a joint capture position, and I'm going to join this part, so the upside down version of my block, to again the second one, not the first one. We're going to do this. I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to drag it down, and then this number is exactly like the other one, so it's negative 2.35. Exactly how the other ones are, right? So if I flip this upside down, I can see, boom. It's nicely lined up, right? Cool, cool, cool. All right, so then I'm going to go down to my bottom one down here, and I'm going to hit Control-C and Control-V, or copy and paste, so I have another one. From this moment on, I'm just going to do Control-C, Control-V because, everybody should know, everybody should know that command. That's my bad, I accidentally hit cancel on that one. So I'm going to rotate this upside down, hit OK. Oh, lots of stuff going on with this model so far. We've come a long way. So I'm going to zoom in and choose this one. Rotate upwards. I'm going to choose this one up top up here. Click this, negative 2.35. Hit enter. And zoom out a little bit. So you can see that this is already making like a pathway. Now the reason why we have this is so that a gear can actually just travel along this. Think of like train tracks almost, right? Or like tracks in the mud. So you have like you know, like a dirt bike or like a four-wheeler or something trying to go through mud, and you lay this stuff down to get more traction for it. I'll stick with the railroad tracks, you know, just kind of looks nice and straight and linear, as they say. And we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep adding more and more of those on. So I'm going to hit Control V to paste another one in. Enter. I'm going to actually drag this off to the side. That'll make it a little bit easier for me to kind of get the spot that I'm looking for here. So joint, capture position. This one here. To the next one here. Where is it at? Boom. There you go. Drag this down. The negative 2.35. Enter. Paste another one in. And drag it off to the side a little bit. Easier to see. I guess I could rotate these, but in terms of like being able to see the top, whatever I need to do. But in this case, this seems to work out. Negative 2.35. I think I need one more. Not two more. All right. Control V. Sorry for this. If you want to skip through and you know, try to do this on your own, feel free to do so. Let me see if I can Control V and get two of these. Maybe speed up the process for me a little bit here. That way I don't have to keep, you know, going back and forth. I can just do joints and move on. So again, just choosing the circles because those are going to be my center markers. Then choosing the central point here. Flipping these back. Oops, that's not a good one. There we go. Oops, that's K. There we go. Joint. J. Come on, where's it at? Boom. And negative 2. There we go. All right, so now that we have this, mounting this onto this part here, not bad at all, honestly, because you just put these on, and then joint them on there. Not bad at all. So let's do that first then. All right, so then I'm going to go to find my 1-inch standoff. So 1-inch standoff, we're looking for you. Where are you at? 1-inch standoff. Here it is. Boom. I'm going to just drag one of those over. And let's see where we put you. There we go. Hit OK. And then I'm going to scroll down my list of parts. And while I'm here, I'm going to Control C, Control V, copy and paste another one. Boom, boom. I'm going to hit joint. And then I'm going to choose the center. Doesn't matter which one. I can choose the outside one too. Doesn't matter. I can choose either one. And the very edge ones. Oops. I'm going to choose the left ones for each block. So, oops. Wow, really trying to mess up here. My bad. So I'm going to choose this one here, then drag it negative 2.35. I'm going to flip this, and then hit enter. And same thing over here. J. So I'm going to choose the outside one this time. Doesn't matter, like I said. And this one here. Back. Negative 2.35. Flip. Okay. Now all of those, all of those are rigid joints. Those all should be rigid. Now, I want to show you guys something cool before I move on. So now that this is a solid part, right? Pretty cool, right? I'm actually going to do something that you probably haven't noticed yet. I'm going to hit all of this stuff here. Again, I'm just holding shift and clicking down all these parts. So I have everything selected except for this last part here. My bad. Let me click off real quick. There you go. I have all of those parts selected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, rigid group, capture position, constrain selected components, continue. And then I'm going to hit OK. So now all of these parts, I mean, they were already joined, right? Ooh, wait a second. What is you doing down here? Oh no. Where'd you come from? Where'd this extra brick come from? Huh, I have an extra brick. Who are you? Wait. What? Let me delete this guy. Sorry, one sec. There you go, that was weird. I had an extra brick. Hopefully you didn't come off from the other side, right? Huh, very weird. Alright, I'm gonna go back through and edit rigid group. 9 components. Hit OK. There we go. It kind of fixed it up. That was my bad. Yeah, it should have no errors for you. I must have had an extra brick. Anyways, so now that this is one group, the cool thing about this is I can actually go through and choose, where is it at? Yeah, so this is, nope, that's the other one. Scroll down. It's this part all the ways up through this part here. I'm going to right click, copy, and I'm going to right click, paste, and then hit continue. Now if you notice, now I have 2 of these things. And hit OK. But before I move this, see how this kind of just fell off? Oh no, what are we going to do? Well, I'm actually going to scroll down. I'm going to go through here and choose. Nope. Nope. Yep. So it's this one all the way down to this one here. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm going to right click, rigid group, OK. Check that out. Crazy, right? I don't even need to do the joints then. This is all just one part. If you know it's going to be a structure that stays the same, does not move, there's no motion involved, you can actually form a rigid group and just copy and paste it. So that's what's really cool about Fusion, is it's like interactive like that and allows you to take some shortcuts wherever you need to. So I'm actually going to go through and join this part up to the other part then. So I'm going to hit joint, capture position, and I'm going to do this one just to show you that it stays together. Due to this one down here. Oops, too far. Oh my gosh, sorry about this, guys. A little bit of a lag delay here. I need to flip this and move it up. Nope, not that way. Let me move it up the 2.35. There we go. Hit enter. And see how mine did that? That's okay. If it does that, you just edit the joint and just rotate this bad boy around so that way you can get that right. There you go. So copy and paste, very nice. So if I drag this, boom. Notice how that none of those come off? That's exactly what we're looking for. That doesn't come off, none of those do either. Cool. All right, so to finish up here, I'm actually going to, turn this stuff off over here because I don't need it. So all this stuff here, and get rid of that. Just toggle on the visibility real quick for you guys so you don't have to see any of this stuff. Boom. All right, because that's going to be confusing. I need to focus on this guy now. So this part over here is actually really simple to make. It's just one brick with a green block on the inside and then 2 bearing flats. So to find that, you got to go over and got to look for those parts. So do not choose this one. This is a rack gearbox bracket. That's not what we're going to use. We're not using this one. No. X means no. Don't choose that one. You're going to be looking for, it's a little bit further down, this one right here. Linear slide bracket. Linear goes with linear. It just kind of makes sense, right? And I'm going to go up. Oh, 0. My bad. I hit the wrong thing there. Grab that one. Drag that up a little bit. There you go. Now I'm looking for this part, outer slide truck. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to drag that over. Drag this up if I can. Come on, let me drag that up real quick. Hit enter. And then bearing flats, I can actually pull bearing flat from anywhere because we already have those on here. So I'm going to hit Control C, Control V to just bring one of those guys into my life. And there we go. So to join these, super simple. I want to choose one of the circles here. You guys might already be detecting a pattern with Fusion, which is awesome. I'm going to flip this and drag mine back. And then this one, guess what number that is? -2.35. Isn't that awesome? always just seems to work out, you know? It's just beautiful. Love when fusion just seems to make sense, you know? And then last but not least, we have two of these guys. So we got one over here, and it matches up with the top one up here. Come on. I'm gonna rotate, flip it, and drag it down my negative 2.35. Boom, and where's it at? Here it is. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna flip mine this way real quick, 180 degrees, and drag it over. And boom. Boom. Down, negative 2.35. Perfect. And there we go. Now, if you don't want to do this twice, guess what we can do? Well, let's see. I don't want to do that twice, so let me do this, Control C, copy, right click, paste, go over, enter, select all. Oops, my bad. I missed it by a little bit there. My bad. Let me see. Where's it at? There we go. And assemble, rigid group, capture position. Okay. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so you'll need two of these. You don't need three. I could delete this third one for me up here. So that's all you need for this video. So just two linear brackets, this, and if you want to bring in the 36 tooth gear, I brought it in. I was a little proactive with it. So that's this guy up here. This is what we'll be using next class. We'll be putting one of these inside of this part up here. I was just teaching you guys, real quick how to do rigid groups and copy and pastes for rigid structures. So next class, we can't copy and paste the full thing because there's going to be some motion involved. But in any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next for activity 6.